Hello, my friends. Aaron Gendel here, your Live Big coach. I'm here to help you live a big life. I'm so excited. I'm going to be talking to you right now about my top 7 takeaways from Grant's book, Be Obsessed or Be Average. Now, Grant's a #1 best-selling author, New York Times best-selling author. He is the king of sales, and I just have become obsessed with this content. You got to check him out on Facebook. He does tons of live streams, and he gives away just crazy, awesome information. Now, before jump in, hey, if you like this type of content, I'd love for you to subscribe, click the like button, share, comment. Now, and below this video, there'll be a link to Grant Cardone's book, Be Obsessed or Be Average, so check that out. Let's jump right in. #1, Grant talks a ton in this book, obviously, about being obsessed and being obsessed in your life and being okay with being obsessed, because all the people that have succeeded in life have been obsessed about one thing or another. You can't succeed without being obsessed about it, right? #2, you got to let your passion become your obsession. So you're asking yourself, what do I become obsessed about? Well, whatever you're passionate about. What are you excited about right now? What would you do for no money at all? What is it that you find yourself doing and you're skipping meals and you just forget about time because you're so into that thing? What is that thing that people say that you are good at? And lastly, what do you want to be remembered for? What do you want your legacy to be? Well, hopefully these 5 questions, if you ask yourself, will really help you define what you should become obsessed over. Now, #3, you got to feed your obsession. And what you do is you just got to keep at it, right? So whatever you become obsessed over, you can't just start something and stop and give it up for a couple of weeks. You can't just start for, a couple of weeks and then not put action towards accomplishing or working towards that obsession weeks or months later. No, you got to keep feeding it. Grant Cardone talks about feeding the beast. And one thing that pops up in our lives that keeps us from feeding the beast is our doubt. So he talks a lot about starving the doubt. And the way you do that is by continually taking action. So #4, you got to dominate your life. So all of us have something in our life that holds us back, something that keeps us from being successful. Whether that's sleeping in too late or staying up too late at night, watching too much TV or drinking too much on the weekends. Define those things that you know. I think each of us knows in our heart what those things are. And if you want to succeed, you got to take control of those things. You got to overcome them. #5, you got to be dangerous. Now, Grant Cardone talks a lot about being dangerous because society tells us a lot about just playing it safe. We're told to, save our money for a rainy day, and some of these things might be good advice. But if you want to live in an exciting life, if you want to succeed, you can't play it safe. You got to take chances. Every entrepreneur out there, if they wanted to play it safe, they would never start their business because they didn't have any guarantees that it would succeed. But they became so obsessed with being successful, with having an exciting life, they went for it. And that's what we need to do as well. Now, #6, surround yourself with the best. Now, Grant, he's the king of sales, and he talks a lot about this in the context of owning a business, but this can be applied to anybody's life. As Jim Rohn said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So who are you spending your time with? If it's not the people that are the best, have the best intentions for you, have the best advice for you, have been successful themselves, then you got to evaluate who you're spending your time with. Now, lastly, you got to refuse to quit. Now, look at all the amazing people in this world that now and in the past that have been successful And that quality stands out. Look at Colonel Sanders. When he started KFC, he was rejected over 1,000 times before someone said yes to his amazing chicken recipe. Look at Walt Disney. Walt Disney was rejected by over 300 bankers before one of them said yes to his idea of Mickey Mouse. So in your life, if you want to be successful, don't quit. Hey, now I hope these 7 tips really helped you out today, helped motivate you, helped inspire you to go out and live a big life.